Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. I just want to give I guess, a different type of introduction this time, just to forewarn that the messages I feel are coming through are heavier today, and this is a strong message around loss. And when I pulled the opening cards to go into meditation to prepare for this message, to see where Spirit wanted me to go with it, I was told specifically that this will be a message for a mother who's lost somebody who was either like a daughter, a younger sister, or their daughter, somebody close to them, a younger female. And whether you're a Capricorn, this person is a Capricorn, or they passed in the month of December, January timeframe. Winter could be significant, the holidays could be significant. And then as I was sitting in meditation, I was told it's kind of hard to put this in words, because a lot of times, okay guys, so the person I'm speaking to is in a really dark place and feeling completely alone. And if you found this message, or you know who this message is for and you want to share it with them, I would appreciate that. If you know someone who fits this description of what I'm talking about here, I feel like they're in a really dark place and contemplating not being here anymore. Yeah, and I was just told in meditation, like, it's imperative that I not worry about what the internet's going to think about this, because somebody is going to need to hear this message, and to go forth without hesitation and thinking that this is going to be so out there for some people, and being that this is a brand new channel and risking I don't know, at the time of recording this, I think it's fair to say that I haven't even created the channel yet, and I don't even have any followers, but I was doing a bulk of readings to put these out there. And basically Spirit just told me, like, don't worry about the subscribers you will or won't get. This message is going to find the person it's meant to find. It's going to help them in a really dark time. And this is what I signed up for, right? When I really started to accept my gifts of speaking with people from the other side, tapping into my intuition, hearing from my spirit guides more clearly, and being able to be a medium between worlds, I came in here to help these type of people, not for my own self-gain, not for 1 million subscribers, not for 20,000 likes on a video. So if this finds one of you and it helps even take the pain and bring a smile to your face, or give you some sort of hope, even in the few minutes you find this video, then I guess it was worth it. So if this type of reading is not for you, then I do strongly suggest that now would be the time to exit stage left, and maybe another reading will be for you. So Capricorn, before I went into, I'm feeling strongly that this isn't even really for Capricorn, that this is more significant to the person who was passed. So I don't know that I'm going to continue to call you Capricorn, but I do think I'm speaking to somebody who that will make sense for. Yeah, so before even going into meditation, the first card that came out here was from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. We have the Underworld. And then from the Radiant Sun, what came out was Saturn and Pisces, and the card here signifies loss. 12 might be significant as well, and 12 again being December. Strong Capricorn there. And then we went to the Mystical Shaman, and then what came out from there was the Council. Number 11. So heavy on holidays, end of the year, winter again. And then when I went into meditation with these three, I usually go in with 3 cards. I was told to pull a tea leaf, and this was confirmation for me, because starting this channel and not knowing how it's going to be received, and this being a gift that isn't out in the world in my inner circle, it's kind of intimidating, and there's a little bit of anxiety with coming out on a world platform talking about things that are, sensitive, like the spirit world, and communicating with people from the other side. That's not openly accepted in today's world, and definitely not in my family. So I come here hesitantly, and so coming into meditation and getting that strong message, like, step aside, let us work, let us get the message to the person that needs this. I pulled a tea leaf just to see, is this basically just for my own confirmation. And This was what came out. So maybe aside from just my own personal struggle and needing validation, which I always do in my guides are probably pretty annoyed with me always needing the validation, but maybe this could help some of you visually. Maybe this person looks like this, or has dark hair, or just validating I am connecting with a younger woman. I don't know if this is a child, younger woman, a teenager, adolescents, mid-20s and below. You will know if this resonates for you. I'm going to pull other messages and see where it wants to go. Hopefully more clarifiers. I will grab a couple more tiles to see if any initials come out. Maybe the heart hands are significant. I just added those to this setup before I even sat down. The color yellow could be significant. I had a pink candle there. Before all of these, I'm just trying to pull in signs for you guys. So the overall message with the underworld is essentially loss, heartache, pain. It's not a good feeling. The archetype is heavy, it's dark, something you don't want to look at, you don't want to face. It talks about wars, death, conflict, loss, just the darker things that pull us into a really dark space. Same thing obviously with loss. I think that speaks for itself, but in the book this also talks about a personal loss or a loss that you're dealing with that's close to you. It could be speaking to a spouse, you know, whose wife has lost their child. It's a stepchild for you. You're close with somebody who is hurting in this regard. You know, I could be talking to a best friend whose friend lost their child, and you're helping in the counsel part of things, and you're watching this to give them a message. I don't know who I'm connecting with, but counsel again is just also in the book stating that you're not alone and that your guides are here, and basically to just ask them for help and then listen to the guidance that comes from your inner heart, from your inner world, because they're here to help you. They want you to reach out to them and they will respond. You just have to quiet your mind, quiet the ego, and listen to what they have to say. So that was basically the opening messages here. Again, just heavy on somebody's in a really dark place, and just being a mother myself, I can see how this could take somebody to the darkest places that are just unimaginable. If you did lose somebody close to you, whether it be a little sister, a stepchild, a child, I mean, I can't imagine the pain. And I'm really sorry if this is you, and I send you so much love, and I hope this message in some regard helps bring you some sort of hope today. That is my goal in doing this, just to let you know that this person is trying to step forward and give you a message, and that spirit is saying that this is important for you and that they are allowing them to step forward to use me as a channel to give you the message you need to see today. So Father God, Holy Spirit, I invite you into this space. I pray that you give me the messages that are meant to come out today for the person who needs to see this, to give them hope for tomorrow, to see another day, to know that you're near and with them. And with that, let's get started. So immediately what I heard as I was pulling these cards out is I am speaking to a woman, and this child who is coming forward, and I say child meaning anywhere from child to mid-20s. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a grade school age child, but this is somebody's child, somebody's baby. You know, my son's in high school and he will always be my baby. I will refer to him as my baby for as long as he's alive, right? So I'm connecting with somebody's child, and if this does resonate with you, it looks like this child potentially had a dad and a stepdad that she was close to. The two kings I feel like are definitely significant here, and then just the Queen of Wands I'm seeing as the mother who's having a really hard time with this. I do see two fathers stepping forward. I feel like these two would be the biological parents here. I'm seeing the person who has passed Here I'm just seeing this as like a stepfather or the support person or the counsel, however this applies. Strength here, just the amount of strength that's needed just to get through these days that you're facing. But the important messages here I want to highlight, and I will clarify, but are these two cards here. I see someone, what I'm seeing here is someone speaking into a microphone, and the Eight of Wands typically is like incoming messages. So I do see that there is a message. Somebody on the other side is wanting to speak and send these to you to offer you the strength that you need to get through. So the message here is basically, you know, this could have just been further validation on who I'm speaking to, and that there is a message that does want to come through. I'm going to pull 3 more cards from here and ask what is the message. I think they're doing a great job coming through so far, stating that they are here, validating who I'm speaking to. I could be talking to a mom who is a Leo. I'm seeing Queen of Wands here with the strength. Those are both Leo energies. If that is you, just further validation. If it's not you and that doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. If it doesn't mean the message isn't for you. I'm just picking up, you know, signs here. Okay. What is the message here that you would like most strongly communicated? Can I have 3 cards for the strongest message that needs to come through? Wow, another king here. 5 of Swords. And Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Tower. Okay. So what I was seeing, man, and I feel like the message I'm getting so strongly with these is I'm seeing this as potentially, in my mind's eye, like a teenager type. Disregard the king part of this, but I'm seeing a teenager who picked up a habit, picked up the sword I'm seeing as some sort of substance, and then just I'm seeing the people around, it's like they got into the wrong group doing the wrong things, and that they when they stepped into this realm of, I don't know, experimenting or preparing party drugs, I don't even know how YouTube works well enough to know if this message is even going to get out with what I'm seeing, but I'm going to say what I feel, say what I'm seeing, and hopefully it gets to the person and it doesn't get blocked or banned. But I see them hanging out with people doing harmful things, but it looks innocent, right? This card seems innocent enough to me. They're like, oh, we're just playing with swords, and then somebody gets hurt, and it's like, oh yeah, we didn't quite realize you know what the consequences of looking at this sword in this situation would be. I'm feeling an energy of somebody who either started experimenting with substances in a party scene at a young age and took it into adolescence with them without fully understanding what exactly they were messing with. And then the Ace of Cups is, I'm just seeing it was wow, that's an interesting message. I was going to say overindulged upon, but that's actually not what I was told. Spirit just told me no, what they thought they were playing with was swords, and it would present it as something different. So there is a pandemic going on where there is narcotics being made that are presented one way, and being something else is causing a lot of harm to people. I don't know if I'm connecting with somebody who that is the situation for them, or it could be with the Ace of Cups also telling me alcohol related. So I'll pull a couple more cards just to further clarify, but it feels to me like it's definitely something that was either picked up in an earlier time in life. I feel like I'm connecting with a party scene, whether that be party drugs, drinking alcohol, narcotics, and I do see that it wasn't intended to cause them harm, but that's essentially what happened. And then the Tower here. I just feel like this rocked somebody's world. I feel like it happened unexpectedly. This wasn't an illness. I don't feel at all I'm speaking to somebody who had an illness that they had time to prepare for. I feel like this was somebody young, experimenting, partying. And then I just can't stop looking at this cup down here also, because I blocked his head with the sword. So maybe this is somebody who was drinking or potentially mixing alcohol with narcotics. It's interesting because I usually see the pentacles as pills when I'm interpreting messages and symbols, and it's actually ironic that we have the two kings here, because now I'm seeing the pills and the alcohol. So maybe I'm talking to somebody who mixed two substances that shouldn't have been mixed, that caused unimaginable loss, something that wasn't intended. And this has just kind of wreaked havoc on the lives that were left to deal with this loss. My goodness. Okay, so I think that's just further clarification. I don't feel like this was intended. It seems like it was an honest, unintended mistake. Yeah, I don't think that the person I'm connecting with even questioned if this was intentional. I did feel an energy of taking their own life, but I feel like that was the person I'm connecting with who doesn't know how to come out of this dark place they found themselves in, dealing with the loss of their child, who found themselves in this position. It wasn't at all their intention, but I don't think they would be coming through so strongly needing me to connect with you if they didn't want you to snap out of it and find the reason, to live and to find hope and to be a voice, a reason just to wake up every day and try to put a smile on your face when you're facing the unimaginable. But I do ultimately feel like that is what they would want for you. They don't want to see you like this, and they love you so much, and you hurting like this is giving them the power they need to try to communicate with you in any way possible, because of the heaviness, and they're having a hard time seeing you like this when they're at peace and they're safe and they're happy and they're not hurting. The pain that we feel when we lose somebody is only earthly. The second that they cross over, the amount of peace that they feel, man, I wish I could share that with you. I've seen little glimpses of it when communicating with that side, and it truly is, like the Bible says, like peace that surpasses all understanding. It is just this beautiful, free feeling that you can't really even put into words, but just know that that's where they're at, and them seeing you in this state is really hard for them. Let's see, we'll get two more. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, one more. Six of Cups. Yeah, Three of Cups here at the bottom. When I was thinking that, I just wasn't sure, but I'm almost seeing this as somebody was leaving the party. It's like here, again, we see the party scene, it's like similar, right? Like we are at the party, we're having fun, and I am seeing drinking again here. And then it's like, oh, things take a turn, not the same energy anymore, right? Maybe there was a fight that broke out at a party, causing somebody to leave. This could be a car accident that happened due to drinking, due to needing to leave a party with some sort of situation with alcohol. But then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which she is writing in a journal, but she's actually looking off and not even looking at the journal. So is somebody texting and driving while intoxicated, looking at their phone? Were they distracted in some way? Yeah, the Cups energy just comes through more pronounced as we go on. I don't know if somebody was on medication and the drinking impaired them in some way, which made their driving reckless and they weren't intending it. Maybe they didn't have that much to drink, but because of whatever medication they were on, they were just uneducated about the consequences of that. I mean, gosh, this could be so many things. Yeah, let's get a couple charms to pull initials and see if this further clarifies for you that I'm connecting with your loved one. I keep hearing in my head, I didn't know, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. It truly was an honest mistake, and they didn't intend for this to happen, and they didn't want to hurt you, and they're really sorry that they're not here and that you're feeling this immense amount of pain without them. Man, they're so sorry. They want you to know this was never intentional, and they didn't want to cause this amount of pain to you. I keep hearing like it was a mistake. I didn't know. Maybe they didn't know they were getting into a vehicle with someone who was intoxicated. They didn't know, and they're sorry. They want you to find your peace and hope and continue to push on as hard as it may be. They're going to see you again. They're here with you every day. Hearing pennies from heaven. I don't know if you're familiar with that, or if you're looking at a penny. If you find a penny today, that could be another message for you. That is also a very rare symbol that comes through to me, is pennies from heaven, because that's really close to me and I just heard it so loud and clear. So maybe today you're on your path and you find a penny on the ground. Just know that that is not a coincidence. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull so we have F, T, L, Z, W, and Y. I don't know if any of those letters mean anything to you. Maybe I'm connecting with somebody from Florida. Could be the name of a town, the name of a person I'm connecting with, the name of the person who's passed over. Significance somehow with what was consumed or what they didn't know about. These are just initials I'm throwing out there that for some reason. Ooh, I don't know, this just jumped out at me so strongly. What does that sound like? To me, that sounds like fentanyl. And that is the pandemic I was talking about at the beginning, that there is a drug that is killing a lot of our youth, and it's becoming a big problem, the fentanyl, where kids don't even know that they're taking it, and it takes such a small amount. That's interesting. Wow. And you know, I was feeling that at the beginning with the swords. It's like, it's a party drug, somebody's offering it, you don't understand what you're taking. Maybe that mixed with the alcohol or the drinking caused the, I guess, the ability to say no was weakened because of alcohol. I don't know how the alcohol pertains. But that I was feeling that at the beginning, and even as I pulled them, it didn't jump out at me initially, and then all of a sudden it became so clear. Well, wow. If that is you, man, I'm so sorry. That just breaks my heart that we have to deal with that. We don't even really have what we need to keep our kids safe these days, because we don't really know, right? They don't even know. They could be thinking they're doing something else, which we really need to just keep trying to get our kids not to take anything. Because even with my son being in high school, I have to have this conversation with him a lot. Like, you don't take anything because you don't know what it actually is. You may not think this is what you're doing, but it is, and that one time could be it. Like, that's just, it happened so quickly, and maybe that is, they didn't know and they're so sorry. I feel like that's a big message here, and I can't help but, and maybe this is what they thought they were taking, if you know what that is, and then this is what it ended up being. Wow. My heart goes out to you. I really do encourage you to seek the proper professional help with the counsel here. There's no shame in needing help, to reaching out, to telling people, man, I'm in a dark place. I don't feel like I want to continue another day. I need to find any reason to wake up tomorrow, and go talk to somebody. Get the help. There's 988 that you can call or text if you're really feeling like you have nowhere else to go, or no people in your immediate vicinity who could even begin to understand the amount of pain that you're feeling. But I feel like this person that's coming through is strongly encouraging you to seek counsel, that they're fine, they're okay, they're at peace. They didn't know this wasn't intentional. They're so sorry. They're here with you every day. They're sending you pennies from heaven. Watch for that sign. They love you so much, and they want you to get the help because they want to see you live a long, fulfilled, happy life. I'm going to pull a final oracle for you, read it from the book, and then wrap that up. Yes, please, 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 overall message here is go talk to somebody. Don't refuse to look at the dark places in our mind. If it's creeping up in thoughts, take that as a warning sign, and go seek the help immediately. This is not a battle you can face on your own. You are not equipped in your state of mind to handle this by yourself. There are people who are trained in this, who want to help you. And yeah, I'm encouraging you on my side as well, with this young woman stepping forward, to please get the help that you need. Soul bond. Yeah, this person I feel like you are absolutely soul bonded with. It's like, I feel like this is them in spirit, and this is the mother I'm connecting with. You guys are as close as ever, and they're never going to leave you. They're right here with you. Maybe wolves are significant for you. Maybe the dark hair again is coming through predominantly here. And then again with, I'm just seeing, you know, all the roots. It looks like this photo is taken underground. And with this being the underworld, it's like, in your darkness and pain, they're right there with you. I know it doesn't feel like it, but they're saying they're sitting with you in this dark place. They've never left your side, and they're closer than ever. But they don't want to sit with you here. They understand that that's where you're at, but they want to be in the light with you. They want to see you enjoy life. They want to be by your side while you're out dancing and having fun and enjoying life, because they're still going to be with you. They want to be with you in the good times, not only here, but believe that they are there with you in those darkest moments as well. I don't even think I need to read from the book here. I think that that is a powerful visualization to leave this on. They're right there with you. If you find the courage to get the counsel that you need, the help that you need, and you find a little bit of joy, and you get to go out and have fun and laugh and remember what it is to truly live, they're going to be there too, right? And in the beautiful sunshine, the love, the happiness, the joy that you find, they're still there. You don't have to stay here. I love you guys. I hope this helped in whatever way you needed it to bring you a little bit of hope. I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here.